Welcome to this week's Schreiber Council meeting for May 12th, 2026. Mallory Blue Park is getting a major upgrade with a brand new, fully accessible playground designed for everyone to enjoy. Council provided an update on our water system as crews work around the clock to resolve the current boil water advisory. And finally, Council will be undertaking new tourism and economic initiatives focused on our township's future growth. Now here's the agenda.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the regular meeting, May 12th, 2026. At first, I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Robinson's Superior Treaty Territory and that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Métis. I have approval of the agenda for the open sessions. I have 3 add-ons. Under department reports, just to add on the treasurer, the AR write-offs. So that would be number 2 under committee of the whole department reports.
Here.
And number 9 would be Director of Operations Napier Reed proposal. And under communications, number 10 would be North Shore Harvest covered.
Let's just read.
Oh, it's just some information. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Hearing none, is there any disclosures of interest? Hearing none, delegations, none tonight, question period?
No.
Nothing. So minutes of previous.
There aren't none tonight.
Okay, so we're right into, I see them, payroll. Okay, resolution 116. -26, moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that checks issued on the general bank account. Okay,
We don't have minutes, right?
Right.
But we, committee of the whole recommendations? Sorry, Mayor Rollins?
Can I say this quick one? These have been used, no minutes, but now minutes.
okay, where are they?
Okay, so there's no resolutions for them? It was
So we'll do
just,
them at the next meeting.
yeah, there's no, because nobody had provided answers. Like Council Bryson was supposed to come back with about what kind of pesticide, that's all it was.
Yeah, I'm waiting on an email. I did.
It's just supposed to tell us what kind of pesticide it is.
And the letter from,
For reports that we haven't received, so that's the update.
okay.
Okay, so then accounts for payment then.
You are right.
Resolution 116-26, moved by Councillor McGrath, second by Councillor Morrow, that checks issued on the general bank account in the month of April 2026 in the amount of $289,818.46 for general accounts payable be approved and ratified. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 117, 26. Moved by Councillor McGrath, second by Councillor Bergeau, that bank debits paid out of the general bank account in the month of March 2026 in the amount of $37,745.22 be approved and ratified. Discussion?
The amount is one of the rules.
Why is the amount wrong?
The total amount that came out for the month of March 2026 was $69,673.50.
But the MasterCard is different.
We're not passing MasterCard. Read that.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, it's different. This is MasterCard.
Okay. Sorry, the resolution 117-26? Go ahead. Sorry, Wendy, I missed it.
The bank debits paid out of the general bank account in the month of March 2026 in the amount of $37,745.22 be approved and ratified.
Well, the total bank debits for March on that is $69,673.50.
That's amended. How much?
$69,673.50.
600 and
$69,673.50.
okay.
That includes the February and March MasterCard payments.
Okay, all those in favor, amended? Carried.
So. I see that one, for some reason, I'm gonna get you used to.
Okay, resolution 118-26. Moved by Councilor Morrow, second by Councilor McGrath. The bank debits paid out of the general bank account in the month of April 2026 in the amount of $53,948.78 be approved and ratified. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Okay, move on to other business. Resolution 119-26. Moved by Councillor Bergeau, second by Councillor McGrath, that bylaw 17-2026 being a bylaw to enter into an agreement with Northern Heritage Fund Corporation regarding the playground be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion?
Just a couple of questions, and nobody else has got anything?
I think I might have something similar, but go ahead, Henry.
In the project agreement, there were spaces to fill out in there for your project milestones, when stuff was gonna be done. But the agreement that I got attached to this is blank. Were those filled in before you signed it?
No, because we haven't signed it yet, right? Or have you signed it? But no.
You're going to fill those in before you sign it though? Okay.
So, just, could you give a quick overview of what this is for?
So that's the playground to,
Which playground?
Mallory's Blue Park playground to replace.
Just
the
so
old
everybody
one.
knows.
Yeah, put a new one in. There, March 27th is when the people that were awarded it was Blue Imp. They were the best of the three quotes, and they're coming here March 27th to meet myself and Tammy. May 27th to meet myself and Tammy to do the we call it prep work, and then it'll be done in May and June.
And this new playground is accessible, right?
Yeah, it's wheelchair accessible. It's got some more equipment than it currently does, and it'll all be accessible for you.
And that meets one of the items in our strategic plan.
Yes.
Who did you say the contractor was?
Blue Imp.
Did you decide what they're putting down on the ground?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same as
they chipped?
Yeah,
Oh, the turf?
the turf. Yeah.
Is that what Holy Angels has got?
Yeah, it's what all the new schools seem to be today.
That's
Pretty
gonna,
low maintenance.
that's gonna make life a lot simpler, no?
Oh yeah, and yeah, so the whole playground set is wheelchair accessible. They actually donated, and they're gonna put themselves in an actual ramp, you know, from the dirt going up to make sure it's fully easily accessible. So, and there's other things that are added on from here, like swing set and monkey bars, the bench, in-ground bench. So,
Cool.
yeah,
And it's blue.
it's blue,
Okay.
And it's covered by a grant of
90% from NOHS.
90% from NRHS. It's 84.4.
What is it, 84, yeah.
84.5.
Yeah, but how come we're,
67.
I thought when we talked about it, we're gonna keep it under 200. And now we're 236. I'm just pointing that out. I'm okay with it, but I just want people to know that we're 36,000 over. So just for when we do our budget.
Yeah. Seemed to me, I think I recall that meeting that we were getting quotes and we weren't gonna be able to keep it under 200, it seems to me.
Anyway, no, that's a good job, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good playground, and like, it's accessible and the whole bit, so it checks off all the boxes, really. Anything else on it? No? All those in favor? Carried. Okay, I guess we go into committee of the whole and committee of the whole reports. Treasurer report. Number 1.
Sure, the report, the overview is that the township is required under Ontario Regulation 28409 to report on whether amortization expenses, post-employment benefits, and solid waste landfill closure and post-closure expenses are included in the annual budget. It is recommended that council receive the report regarding the exclusion of amortization, post-employment benefits, and solid waste landfill closure and post-closure expenses from the 2026 budget as required under Ontario Regulation 28409. So the financial impact, if council were to
Include the amortization in their budget.
Thank you. If the 2026 budget does not include the expenses for amortization of tangible capital assets in the estimated sum of $793,993. If council were to include the amortization in their 2026 budget, council would have to pass a levy increase of approximately 31.55% to cover these expenses. The 2026 budget does not include expenses for future post-employment benefit expenses. However, it does include approximately $7,800 in benefit package premium payments for the employees that are entitled to the benefit at this time. The total cost of post-employment benefits for future years has been estimated at $70,508. If you were to include the full post-employment benefit estimate in the 2026 budget, council would have to pass a levy increase of approximately 2.8% to cover these costs. The 2026 budget does not include expenses for landfill closure and post-closure costs, as we don't own a landfill site at this point in time. Should council include amortization, post-employment, and in the 2026 budget, the estimated change in the accumulated surplus for the municipality for 26 would be a decrease in the accumulated surplus of approximately $723,485. In the simplest form, accumulated surplus is the net difference of revenue and expense and includes investment in tangible capital assets and the unfunded liabilities of post-employee benefits. Accumulated surplus is an indicator of a corporation's financial well-being. The greater the accumulated surplus, the better financially a corporation is doing. Amortization is based on the original or historical cost to acquire an asset. Amortization expense is an indicator of the cost of infrastructure utilized during the year, which will ultimately be replaced, and it reduces the year-end accumulated surplus balance. Amortization expense is also an indication of the minimum amount the township should be setting aside annually for future asset replacement. It does not represent the amount that is required annually to provide sustainable capital asset funding. Typically, the annual amount required to fund future capital assets would be significantly greater than the amortization expense. It's recognized that there is a funding gap between the funds that will be available for infrastructure replacement based on current funding to reserves and other capital funding and the future funds that will be required. Council should consider developing a dedicated contribution to capital asset replacement program in future years to ensure that the township's tangible capital assets are being replaced in a timely manner without large fluctuations in the tax rate or the issuance of debt. This is an annual review and report that is accepted by council based on
Right.
the information.
And there are in our financial statements notes that note both of these items, and it's clear why that wasn't included.
Yes.
So we're all good with that?
Yeah, I recommend we take her report and follow that. Sorry, Lord Jesus.
Okay, accounts receivable write-offs, number 2, Marlene?
So this report is to provide council with information regarding unpaid miscellaneous accounts receivable arrears. And the recommendation is that council write off the following miscellaneous accounts receivable balances totaling $701.14 as uncollectible. The customer accounts with arrears that have been deemed uncollectible are listed below. One of them, the owner property has changed hands, and for that amount that's owing, if we were to, we have tried to reach out to them. If we were to send it to collections, it would cost you more money than what is owing. So it's cost prohibitive to go to collections to do that. The other 2 are basically small amounts that were due to late payments being received from the 2 vendors.
Yep. We're all good with that?
All agree?
everybody? Yep. Okay, economic development officer monthly status report.
You,
We silence that?
I'm trying. Keep going.
no problem. So general update, I attended the NOMA conference on April 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I have multiple meetings from the people I met there. 1.2, throughout the last year, myself and the Economic Development Committee has worked the Lakehead University and 12 of their students to do 2 projects. 6 students did a project on economic development Schreiber, and 6 did it on the tourism Schreiber. They suggestive ideas, just a bunch of kind of wide range of things that they think could be opportunities in Schreiber. They use the 5-year strategic plan to build off of that. And anyway, there's a report for the economic development. It's 95 pages, and the tourism is 98 pages. If council is approved, I would like to put both reports on the website for the public to read.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
No, they're good reports.
Yeah, good. And I've been asked for us to continue working with the students in the fall of next year and going into more depth things for Schreiber's futures.
Is that the master's program? that you'll be.
Yeah, for sure, and once we're in the students, he's gonna see what the masters, but we're gonna identify more things that we just really wanna focus on so that we can,
An area of focus, not so general, yeah.
so. It was really, they did really good reports, they're great to work with. 1.3, the feasibility study, the fiber feasibility study, we did the speed test campaign. The results are complete, and now I'm just working with Turnkey to figure out the next steps and what they want to do. So I'll keep you updated. We have a couple meetings in the next couple of weeks with our FedNor rep and go from there. 1.4, we have been approved for 9 summer Canada summer job positions, 4 for the Public Works General Labor, which we posted, and that posting closed on Friday. 3 for the Discovery Center as tourism advisors, which we posted and closed on Friday. Tammy and I are going to work together to set up some interviews for those 2, and then we have 2 other positions that we plan to post in the next day or 2, which is 1 for an office data analyst and 1 for an event and leisure coordinator, which is somebody that would kind of work with myself and help tourism and help the communities and that. So.
I think we get enough applicants to fill.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we got lots. Yeah, yeah. Community Economic Development Committee. The last meeting was April 20th. Minutes from the meeting are included in the agenda. The group is continuing to work through the fire strategic plan, implementation plan. I gave an update. We all of us are working on quite a bit of projects, which we will update as we go along. And the next meeting will be held Monday, May 25th at 6 p.m.
Okay. You know that I brought up the pavilion the last meeting, and it's in the 5-year strategic plan.
Mhm.
I've heard it's on the shelf. You said you were going to get prices.
I thought that we were gonna give a report to council, Jamie, regarding where we stood with that. That we had the pricing for the pour on the bottom. We had this stuff when we were waiting for grants, but I thought all that information was gonna come to council.
Well, we still have to get the foundation quote from the 80s. Everyone's giving us a foundation quote. And then, yeah, I mean, we could put together a council report from the information that we have.
Cause I think that's what the mayor's looking for,
And
to
council.
see where we are at and
Well, I mean,
what our opportunities are for a
after seeing a
plan.
few reports tonight, I don't know how feasible it's going to be unless we get, again, I'll say at 90-cent dollars.
Yeah,
And then it might be feasible,
But we have the information to put a report together.
Yeah, I don't know about the foundation part though. Like, that we don't have yet. I can see how fast I can get it from the meetings.
cause didn't they have something, Jamie, where they had the new engineered, what had to have rebar?
Pardon me.
Where the electrical was, like, I thought we had all that.
So, you know what? Okay, whoever did the quote before, you know, we did get an updated quote.
Yeah.
You know, so I can give that, yes. We were gonna look into other options and a different, but that quote I can bring to council.
And then we had the 2 different builds, right? One with the,
One was the timber frame one,
Wood,
one was wood one.
yeah.
yeah,
Was that ABC?
ABC, yeah.
ABC, so I do have an updated quote from the fall of 2025.
cause it seems to me at the committee level, we were basically, this is where we're at. This is the new dollar amount, and the idea was to wait for a funding program to open up that would, like the mayor said, give us some leverage to be able to complete that. But I think if we got a report together,
Yeah,
the mayor and
sure.
council, then we could all look at it.
Bring it to the next meeting. Discovery Center Committee, the last meeting was on April 9th. Minutes from the meeting are included in the agenda. Ray gave an update, you know, on multiple things he's working on. Right now, the 2 things we're remaining finishing up is the Duke the Dog exhibit and the new Fire Rock display with Parks Canada. We have lots of stuff going on. I'm gonna bring a couple other things to the next council regarding the caboose. Kathy Cook presented some banner designs with costs for installation, you know, on the highway signs. But I'm still waiting for MTO to get back to me to know if there's gonna be permits involved and what the costs and all that will be. So once I get all that information, I will present it here. CPKC has offered to donate a caboose to the Discovery Center. I still have to find out tomorrow whether it's about the donation, Marnie? How to explain to them how the,
Yeah, anything that is a non-cash donation, anything, and it's over $1,000 has to be appraised by a third-party appraisal.
now, is there anything like we're putting together, you know, getting it moved, donated, you know, everything's right now is, looks like we're getting most things donated to get, if the council approved to accept this, to get it moved to the grounds of the Discovery Center. Now, is there anything beforehand, like when I do my next report, that you would like to see as part of like, you know, where it's going, or you know, we're still gonna have to price out putting tracks down on the ground, and I'm trying to get everything I can together so that, you know, everybody knows exactly what it'll cost to get there. The plan is to just, if it works out and it's approved, to get it there, to put it there for the summer. Maybe volunteers can help, you know, work on it or whatever, but we have no clear idea yet of what we want to do with it. You know, there's multiple ideas there.
But if you get it there and it sits there, is that where it's resting then? It's gonna be at that spot?
That's what I'm thinking, once
So,
we
'cause
move it.
you can't get it back to
No.
move. So do they know where they would ideally?
We got our meeting in 2 nights for that, so let me ask, we'll get some final.
Oh,
Because we don't wanna move it twice.
Yeah.
No, I got it, right? So it
That
gets,
ain't happening, no.
you know,
So I think you answered your own question. You're gonna want a complete project,
yeah,
cost to move it, cost to add tracks, where it's gonna sit, what form and functional form.
yeah.
Like, what is it? Is it going to be another museum? Is it going to be, like, I think you're going to want a complete package, because getting the caboose, I mean, you want to accept that donation. I think that's awesome. But there's all the rest of the cost to get it up there.
I don't think the tracks and the ties are gonna cost, right?
Well, here you go.
Yeah.
I think
Well-
the paint, I think we can get them.
Paint, there's a
No,
lot.
but I think they gotta be,
Ties in my front yard, right?
Exactly, I think
I think they gotta be, I think they gotta be there and the tracks laid down
Yeah.
to
To put
put
it
a
on,
caboose.
yeah.
You can't keep moving, like
No,
Dave
good.
said, you can't keep moving.
So that's the biggest thing, is where to put it.
Yeah.
'Cause even if you're not gonna, you know, refurbish it and open it this year, we're not gonna move it after we move
No.
on, so.
No, that's right, Jim.
And it can't go in the parking lot area.
Yeah, it's gotta go in there.
Yeah.
You know, some suggestions were right kind of, you know, where they go in to get the garbage, kind of by the mountain, but it's, we'll get some more, I'll get some more detailed stuff
more
from our group,
details.
and then I'll
Yeah.
bring it to you.
So-
Yeah, no, it,
Get an idea of how much, like, you want just enough track to put it down?
That's
Yeah.
it.
I want to extend it 20 feet beyond the, like, get
Okay.
that too, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
Yeah.
So if you accept a donation, is there a timeline on when you have to move it off CP property?
well, I'm gonna know that in the next 24 hours.
So I think that's more information you're going to need to bring.
Okay, deal. Next meeting is Thursday, April 14th. I just actually did want to add on here that, it's, Thursday, May 21st is the Chamber of Commerce is gonna hold their meeting here, so if anybody wants to come,
Okay.
you can come
Cool.
check that out. Okay, so minutes.
okay, economic development officer, planner box.
So, purposes of reports, provide council with plan to box.
Yeah, the minutes.
The minutes.
Oh, sorry, here you
Yeah, basically it's all the
go.
same.
Yeah.
Planner.
You got anything add to the, you add to the minutes?
I don't know.
Very good.
Okay, we'll move to the planner box.
Yeah.
Okay, purpose of the report is to provide council with the cost information of building a foundation and planter box for the new Discovery Center parking lot sign. Recommendation that the council approves the cost of materials to build the foundation and planter box. The Discovery Center committee volunteers have offered to donate their time to build the foundation to save on the labor costs. The total cost will be $245 plus HST, making it $276.85. I have attached, I don't know if they look, what the box would look like. So the sign is already paid for and ready. And then we'll put it here. We've talked with the beautification committee, and they're going to put some flowers in there. It won't be the hanging ones like that, but they'll have.
They're gonna do the
pots in there.
planting.
And then we're building it high enough so that a forklift can come and move the sign if needs. They want to move it out of the way for the winter.
Over the winter. Oh, that's good planning. I didn't know you thought of that, yeah.
Whose design was that?
Rain can.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it.
Yeah, do it.
There is a township logo on it. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
Is that something like
Good.
it'll be like just treated and stay that way, or is it gonna have to be like silly question? I'm just thinking maintenance. Is it gonna have to be stained and something we have to do all the time, or just kind of set it and forget it type of thing?
Good question.
The one that
Not
I
a
built
lot.
at my house, I used to treat it and
Yeah,
you just leave it.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
I mean, that's a good question. No, that's a
But if
good
they're
question.
by treated lumber, then
Yeah, straight, probably straight and lumber.
It's a good question, because it's what we did with the wayfinding signs through town is, we picked that one color, the brown that's on it, I believe it's Severia's, it's a solid stain. And they've been up, what, 4 years now? 5 years now, and not an issue with them, like, they're all painted that brown color, or stained that brown color, I guess. So,
Oh, we just know the way all workforces are now, so if there can be the least, maintenance involved, I think.
Yeah.
So you're-
if you're gonna solid stain it, I would try and stay consistent.
Yep. Good. Perfect. Sure. Looking nice.
Okay, economic development, highway sign permit approvals.
Okay. First one is first one's purpose of support by council information for the renewals of the MTO signs. The first one is the description is Highway 17, where it's the Legion and LCBO and downtown directional sign. It's the one that's just before the Voyageur on the highway, and I attached pictures to them. And 5-year renewal is $770.
And there's that brown stain.
Yeah.
Any of these, we're not losing any of these highway signs because of the reroute, are we, with the new highway at Rainbow? Are any of these affected by that?
No, these are all the Todds that are up.
No, but the rest of them,
Yeah.
there's ones that are, like the Cask Isle one, like these ones.
That's a good question, but no, the ones coming this way from the east end of the yard, and the ones that way, I don't think, no, we're not.
Okay, that was and then my second question is, the one highway sign that has like the logo from 1980, that says, it's not on here.
Okay,
Do we never have to renew that one or anything?
That's what I was gonna say.
Because that's
They cut
it's,
them down?
yeah, like it's the worst sign in the world. The one that says Heritage Day is the third week of July, and it has the old logo, and it's white.
I've never.
Is it still- is it still there?
It's still there,
Oh,
that's
it's
my
still
point.
there.
Like,
That's the
do we
one
just,
outside of Rossport?
yeah,
Yep.
do we just leave that one? Like, can we fix that
Or
one?
put a
Let
new
me
one
ask
there?
Hannah about it.
Can we
because-
cover that one with something useful?
Are you getting a bill for that one?
No,
Okay,
not
so,
on the ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
I've got the
We get
list,
a
so
bill
I,
for it, so.
yeah.
so then are we allowed to change it if we don't get a bill for it? Can like you update the sign?
Maybe. yeah.
Should.
change it in MTOCs, you will never.
Yeah, so we have to just leave it, that terrible sign.
But I would look into it, because that's something we've raised a couple times about
I
that
think I
sign.
bring it up every year. I hate that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, so that would be,
Yeah. Put a wrap
That's
on
not on your list.
it. It's not on your list.
But I'm surprised we still don't get a bill.
so then,
All of them, right?
I know.
This isn't all of them.
no, this isn't all of them.
This isn't all of them, there's.
This is just a group of
Oh,
ones
okay, yeah.
that needed to be done, yeah.
MTO is late getting the invoices to
So
us.
if we are paying for that sign,
Yeah, we
can
should-
you look into switching that
Yeah.
sign? Please.
Okay.
We're taking it down.
I agree, yeah.
It's useless. Or just like, how much is it to wrap it with something that says Discovery Center, or hey, stop at our splash pad? Anything other than,
But yeah, and
hey, if you're driving through again on the 3rd week of July, make sure you stop, like.
because the east and west, we already have Discovery Center Rail Museum signs, right? And you,
Nothing for the splash pad or anything.
no,
Like that would be-
that I would spot you on.
Yeah, like nipping.
But no
it.
more, I think you got enough rail,
Okay, yeah, like literally anything else.
because Cascade, Schreiber Beach, Bait Shop Discovery, Legion LCBO, and then the Discovery Center Rail Museums. Yeah. I got no problems with updating these signs, I don't, but I've got a question for Treasury. Marlene, this $770 for this round, right, of signs is for 5 years. So that's a total of $5,400. Do you expense just the 1 year on like for budgeting?
Yeah.
And then have like a prepaid amount that you just you expense every year for the next 5?
You pay the invoice as it comes in for the full 5 years,
Okay.
but it's expensed 1 year at a time.
Okay, so we're not gonna see an all of a sudden big hike in our budget of $6,000. It's gonna be just the normal
The
amount.
normal size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One,
That was just-
750, I think is 145, 154, I can't remember. Don't ask my math right now, but
Yeah. I had
Divided by
1,078.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just an accounting question because we're coming up on budget time. Okay. I have no problem with any of the signs honestly on the list.
I don't either.
But this very first one, Jamie, 278.76, and this is for the Discovery Center highway sign located in front of the museum facing Highway 17. That's for the sign that's going to go up?
Oh, yeah, so there's
There's that one
These
all by
renewals
itself.
here are just the ones I put in, and the next one is just for the permit, so we just received that while I was doing these. And so we got approved by MTO for the new highway sign in front of the train museum.
So this is just permit only, it's
Just
not
permit
the up
only, so I would assume it'd be probably around the same.
700, yeah, okay.
But that, this
Okay.
is to accept the permit approval and to pay for that. It's $278.78, 76 cents.
Good job, because they're not easy to deal with.
No,
So very good job.
yeah. Now, do you need separate recommendations for all of these, or can we bundle it and say we'll just yes to all of them?
I would
Whatever's
bundle my
easiest,
shit.
sure.
Okay. Is there any signs on here that nobody likes, that want to get rid of?
I'm good. Oh, I'm good with all. I'm good.
There you go.
Okay, Director of Operations.
Thank you.
Status
Jamie.
report.
Status report, so the rec crew have successfully removed the ice from the arena in time to host the school pickleball tournament. It was a big success. The FOS people have taken over cleaning the municipal complex. Albert's been getting ready to open the parks. The playgrounds need to be inspected before we can put the swings up. So I'm just going over the 2 people that we have qualified for playground inspections are off right now. So I'm just going over the parameters with Albert so he knows what he's looking for.
The school's open.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah, they definitely can be hung. I just need to do the inspection
Oh, yeah.
first. Yeah,
And you're not gonna bother with Mallory Blue Park re-yanking that bad boy out, right?
right.
Okay.
And we've had Cloud Darling in to repair the walk-in cooler at the rec hall, so that's back up and running.
Do you have a price, Tim?
I do not. I
That's
want to
okay.
say it was around 2,000. I just can't remember exactly.
Do you know what was wrong?
Yeah, the motor went
Oof.
on the middle fan. For the wastewater plant, the dump trailer used for hauling sludge had a failure. The front axle broke, so they left it at the landfill. I called the 80 Brothers on Monday and asked them about it, and by Thursday, the 80 Brothers had it back on the road with 2 new axles on it. So that was really good, so we could continue our bagging.
And we don't, I'm guessing because you just got it, you don't have a price on that either, eh?
I think it was around 7,000, if I recall correctly.
It was in bad shape, I seen it.
So we have seen some high flows at the wastewater during the thaw. So our highest flow was 4960 cubic meters in the 24-hour period. So we are starting to come down to the 4,500 mark, which is within our compliance. So the good news is the treatment was never compromised, and we maintained good numbers for the effluent during the spring thaw, so that was really good. The water treatment plant, we continue to have high turbidities. With the cooler weather setting in, the lake turnover has slowed down significantly, so we're starting to catch up with, we're backwashing less often on the filters right now, but we'll see where we get at the end of this week, and with the warmer temperatures again starting, we'll see how that affects the spring turnover. But we're hoping that we can start sampling next week to address. But we are definitely under the direction of the Thunder Bay District Health Unit, so all of our directions will come from them.
Okay.
There's no decision-making power within us at all. It's all directed. So we did go into the boil water advisory on April 30th. And we had the emergency procedure went off very well. Thank you to everyone that did come out to help us deliver notices. It was done in record time. All the businesses that were open during the evening hours were all contacted. So I think we handled the situation very well. I did have a meeting with the Thunder Bay District Health Unit and the MECP in regards to the turbidity issues. And they are recommending that we have an engineer come in this year to do a process assessment and to provide us with any recommendations for modifications, complete with pricing.
And we're gonna work that into the 2026 budget, yes, Dan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Aqua has been attending the plant 24 hours a day. There's somebody there around the clock during this spring turnover time. They've been working really hard at trying to get the plant back out of this upset that we're experiencing right now. We have slowed the water making process, so you'll see on your report, the April 2026, that we start seeing the tank level come down a bit, just because we're not making water as fast to try and give the filters a chance to catch up, keep up to the turbidity. The Walkerton Clean Water Center has completed the first round of lab tests for the coagulant study. And they got water just prior to the plant upset, and then we took a second set of samples during the worst of our plant upset and sent that to them. So they are using our worst quality water to conduct this study. So we should see some good results from the study. We did have some mechanical issues and programming issues at the plant during the high turbidity issues. So there's been a number of issues contributing to our water quality at the moment. So we did have some people come in and some instrument mechanics do some work in there. We also had automation now fix some of the programming. So we've got all of those issues fixed now. So it's just a matter of getting our filters back under control. The grader did not go to Thunder Bay. It turns out that the loader had a code, so the mechanics were coming here to look at the loader. So they suggested that we keep the grader here. They could diagnose and quote on the grader from here. So we
that
were able
saves
to
you.
save some money on the floating. So I'm just waiting for Nor's to get back to me with a quote on the repairs. In the meantime, I have gotten, at the time I wrote this report, I only had the one quote in from John Deere, but I also got one from Komatsu and Case. So we'll have some comparison numbers for next meeting. The crew's been very busy doing their sweeping, so we're doing really well at sweeping the streets and sidewalks. So the line painter is standing by for as soon as I give him the green light to go ahead and do our painting. The Schreiber Beach Road has been opened up and the rec crew is down there getting the washroom prepared for the season. There is a process with those composting outhouses to get the batteries put back in and all that kind of stuff, so it's a learning process for Albert, but he's making good progress. We have water training scheduled for June 9th, but we do need 6 people in order to run the course. So
Right.
I have sent out invitations to all of our neighbors and we'll see if we get any registrations for that. Any questions?
You got the other quotes handy?
For the grader?
Yeah,
Not in front of me, no.
okay.
No.
Did you ask them to give you a rough asking price for what we could get for our current grader? Should we?
I did not ask them.
No? Okay. Is it worth paying?
Um,
Its current state?
Doubt it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, foresters would buy that grader all day long,
Mhm.
but we'll never get it to a dealer
No,
or anything
okay.
like that.
Okay, just curious, just,
Yeah.
I have, if you have that information.
But
that
I
would be
will,
something
yeah,
nice
I'll
to-
find out
yeah.
and see if I can get some ballpark numbers.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what the quote to repair it comes in at.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, so when you present all that, can you do what you did the other time, and this is how much we've spent on it in the past, whatever.
Yeah, I
All
kept
in
that.
All in that,
Yeah.
all in that same report? That
Yeah.
would be nice. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, Tammy, I have a question just about these AWQI reports. Just really one specifically. Report number 172317. That happened on May the 1st. And all 5 filters fail with a turbidity of 10 NTU. So just because, like, what would cause that on that particular day? Because they were kind of going off individually, and then that one day they all hit.
That was a programming issue that caused all 5 filters to go into a backwash at the same time.
Okay,
And then with the valves closing too quickly, it was causing a hammer in the system. So all 5 filters went high turbidities and they spiked at 10. And it was longer than the 15 minutes before they could get it all.
because that's the highest reading out of all of your reports. It
Yeah.
seemed to happen that one day.
That's right.
I just
And
didn't know if was there a lot, like was there a big thaw that day, or it
No.
was just programming?
it was a programming issue.
Okay.
And that's the one that put us into the boil water.
And that wasn't a preventable programming issue, it was just a fluke thing.
It was a fluke thing, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
And the valves are fixed now.
Everything is fixed now. Programming and valves are all fixed. Yeah.
fixed all.
Anybody else got any questions? Spoken? And like you said, we're continuing to get some more.
Yes, I got another 8 AWQIs over the weekend, another one on Monday. And the last one was 7 o'clock last night. So we've made it through today, which is an improvement. So hopefully we continue to see improvement through the week, and then we can consult with the Thunder Bay District Health Unit, and if they give us the go-ahead to start sampling to come out of the boil water, but they're the ones that give us the direction.
Right. But as long as we're throwing codes like this, I mean,
There's no sense.
so the boil water continues.
Yes. Remains in effect.
Okay, so hearing more questions about them, then we'll move on to Director of Operations, the steering committee meeting minutes.
So we had our meeting on April 21st, and we reviewed the design memo number 1 in great detail. Chris was actually in town yesterday and today. He did the topographic survey at the wastewater treatment plant. He did some hiking with Councillor McGrath to see where all the effluent meets up so he could map it all out. We met with Hunter Thorne Electric and Aqua to discuss the installation of the auto sampler at the wastewater. And we went to Red Rock this morning to have a look at their RBC plant. It was a really good tour, lots of information. So it was a good visit, very productive on his part. And the minutes are included here for you. Marathon canceled our tour of their plant because we wanted to understand the filter press that they use and how they manage their sludge. But the earliest that they can meet with us is May 25th. So Chris just has to take a look at his schedule, and he'd like to be present for that tour. So we'll see what his schedule is.
How old is that technology they use over there?
In Marathon?
Yeah,
It's been in use there for a good 10 years.
10 years, so
Yeah.
it's not real old technology.
Yeah. Jen, can you talk to us, what section 3.4, there are stricter guidelines for dry ditch effluent. So is this research that's being done?
Yeah, so this is all part of what your engineer is doing.
Okay,
It's all part of the design. So when he's designing the plant, he needs to know where the discharge, the effluent is going to. And if it's a dry ditch, then your parameters are a lot stricter, because with the new plant will come a new ECA, because the current one that we're using is from, I believe, 1994. And regulations have changed over time,
so we are gonna need a new ECA?
yes, it will be amended.
Okay,
So it's
Sorry.
important for him to understand the discharge receiving body so that he can design the criteria accordingly.
okay.
So it'll be interesting to see what that flow looks like in a couple of months.
Right.
Yeah,
And I talked to, Chris and I talked about that, and we'll revisit that to see.
Yeah,
So that's pretty important.
very, yeah,
Part of it.
very. Any other questions?
Hearing none, and your new Peter Reed proposal.
So the engineer has sent over the proposal from Napier Reed, and they are the manufacturers of the RBC plant. And he is asking for us to issue a PO for 1.1 only, so 199,935. And they will start the design and drawings of the RBC plant.
so they're completing the engineer drawings.
Yeah,
And this is included in the grant amount that the township of Schreiber requested.
Exactly.
And the reason we don't have 3 quotes and just one is,
We are buying Canadian.
and there's not a lot of people that make these RBC plants, I'm guessing.
Not in Canada.
Yeah.
Not Canada. So we need the engineered drawings in order to proceed with the ECA application and the design and all that kind of stuff. So 1.2 and 1.3 will fall under the contractor when we get to that stage.
Right.
So we just need council's approval to proceed with that so I can issue them a PO.
In the grant, yeah.
I'm good.
Everybody's good with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to communications.
Under item 3, Thunder Bay DSAP. They have a board newsletter. I don't know if any of you guys noticed it, but I will bring to your attention that DSAP is willing to do information presentations. Municipalities interested in learning more about the Thunder Bay DSAP can request an information presentation from our administration to mayor and council. And it gives you some parameters, but if you ever wanted to know more or have Thunder Bay DSAP come down and talk about what they do, you have an opportunity.
All that fits right into my next question. Did you talk to Ken on our discussion about,
Which one I'm talking a lot later.
about the senior housing?
Yes,
You said he was gonna do a presentation, or you were gonna talk to him.
I
You
do.
didn't say-
I have talked to him. I actually sent him an email. He replied to the email saying, this is what I suggest and how you move forward. And I passed that information on to your CAO.
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
he's very clear in there what exactly he can do. Because Thunder Bay DSAP is willing to work with you.
Yeah, because I'd like to hear what they have to say, but that we're not gonna buy into anything or whatever, yeah.
But what I can tell you is this, Thunder Bay DSAP receives coaching money to fund these types of projects, but these projects have to be shovel ready. So they've got staff that are willing to work with us and walk us through the steps to get us to the point where we are shovel ready, when I shared that information with Rhonda.
Yeah, we have to set up an appointment.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean,
and that's certainly doable.
do you think we're ready,
No.
You're not shovel ready, but I mean.
No, I know we're
But
not
I mean,
shovel ready.
it's, why not get the information?
Yeah.
Then at least you have, okay, next steps when we're ready, you could go.
Yeah, well, no, that's,
You gotta start somewhere, right?
of course, that's
Yeah.
what we wanted to.
Yeah.
So the shovel ready mean you have to have an engineer
Oh, it has to, your
That's
shovel,
drawing.
design?
shovel, but you have to
Yeah.
own the land, you have to have
Okay, so
all
there's,
your
so
environmentals, you
there's
gotta have.
cost, there's a cost to it.
Yeah.
All right,
And do you know if Jamie reached out to that other outfit that Chelsea,
Yeah, but but they don't wanna be landlords, that's the thing. They're a developer, so they'll come do the build, but we have to foot the bill.
okay,
Mm,
okay.
there are several ways to do that.
Yeah.
Right? And every bit of money that they had available, they have actually awarded, there is some award in the annual report, how much they award to different individual groups who were shovel ready. It takes a while, but at least if they could give you, okay, step 1, you need to do this, right? At least you'd have some idea about where to start. It certainly is not something that's gonna happen in a year, but
Yeah.
it's someplace to get started and at least give you a list.
Well, no, and like you say, it can't, the way I look at it, it can't happen until after at least the wastewater plant.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's where we said we were gonna start with growth.
yeah.
after the wastewater plant.
Yeah. But at least give you an idea about what you have, what you were looking at. And it's something the administration can hang on to till the next council.
So I mean, we could
Yeah.
bring them on now before the summer or first thing in the fall. Okay.
Number 5.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what we are.
Were we silver last year?
Are we? Marlene?
I'm gonna look up.
Thanks.
I believe,
I thought it was bronze.
no, I thought it.
One year we did more, like when we first opened the Discovery Center, so because we had the banner there.
Yes.
But I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know if
right.
We did that again.
I thought we were not 1,000.
We have that banner maybe.
Yeah, it should be around somewhere. I don't know what
It's on the safe in the office.
There we go.
Silver.
So
We did silver,
Yeah, 23, 24, and 25.
so we've done silver $1,000 for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, they bring in a couple thousand people all the time.
Where does that?
And it seems to me that weekend at the Discovery Center was crazy.
Yeah, no,
They got lots of people in there.
it's, and it's one of their opportunities too, is to get some flagging or whatever out the highway and draw people into there.
Yeah.
That's something that's on the flag too, ain't it? Our banner, I mean.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
you're right. The other thing is too, I mean, the Drag Fest takes like a very large portion of their proceeds and donates it to local not-for-profits.
Oh, no,
It
no,
gives just a matter of giving back. I don't think it's a bad investment.
no, it's not bad. It's not bad all the way around.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, they bring in a couple thousand people. Yeah, a lot of them go to stay in Terrace and everything, but a lot of them are staying in Schreiber too. Really.
Yep.
yeah,
So it helps our businesses. And
yeah, it's a good cause.
I'd be willing to go silver again.
Yeah.
sure, I would. Dave?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I had to look at the enrollment numbers just because I was just curious, George. How can Schreiber and Terrace be exactly the same? It makes no sense to them.
What?
The proportion of enrollment. Schreiber and Terrace Bay have exactly the same numbers.
Mm.
Do you not think that's weird? I don't know.
You're crazy Queen.
I know, that's just me.
It's also the same as Red Rock.
Yeah,
It's the board itself.
Yeah,
It's the
that,
total of
that's the
everything.
board.
This,
but they split it down by community.
well, because every community has to have the rate and the proportion
Yeah.
of their.
Yeah.
Just
It's,
seems
it's not about individual
Registration.
registration in
It's just-
school. It's over across the board
Board
itself.
total.
I looked at it and just thought, well, that's strange.
Because there's
Anyways.
a bunch with that same number.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's total.
Okay, anything else on the?
The North Shore Harvest Food Cupboard's having their AGM Tuesday, May the 19th. Yeah,
But
for anybody here who wants to go.
Oh yeah, I missed stuff.
Yeah,
I'm over Cal and I hope that.
yeah, I'm going to. Did you want to speak about this? Your news story?
yeah, sure. Let me find it. Okay, so our fire chief, Jan, received a letter from the Ministry of Emergency Preparedness and Response to let us know that we passed all 13 program elements for 2025. So we are in compliance for our emergency management plan, which is great news.
Yeah. Good work, Scrabble Fire Department. Yeah, good work, Jan.
Okay, no other unfinished business or other business, so resolution 120-26 moved by Councilor Bryson, second by Councilor Morrow. The meeting now adjourned at 8:04 p.m. All those in favor? Carried.